The Peaceful War. Genre, mystery, thriller, sci-fi, and philosophical. Summary. The first few pages of our book reflect the current period in the life of the main character, Benjamin, later known as Dr. Ben. The balance of this book is written depicting future time frame beginning sometime after 2020 AD. This book is pure speculation about available technology and world, political, and religious affairs at that time. However, it does attempt to quote history as accurately as possible, including suitable validating references wherever possible. The future technologies described in this book are exciting and are believed by the authors to be viable technologies in 2020 AD, with numerous actual and referenced examples to bear this out. There are approximately 14 major characters in this book played out on a worldwide stage, from various points in the USA, Canada, France, England, Rome, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan, and they include Dr. Ben, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Momo, the Four Island Sisters, Dr. Smith, a.k.a. Dr. Hijazi, Tom Watson, Bob Evans, the Grand Ayatollah Mohammed Hossein Ahmadain, the Pope, and Grandpa's old friend, Dick, etc. Ben, who grows up as a technologically curious kid, an early high school and university graduate with degrees in medicine and engineering, together with his dad and grandfather form a new, somewhat underfunded, high-technology company, whose charter is to build computerized brain implants to extend human awareness and capability. They obtain initial funding from a government study contract, develop an appropriate business plan, and start their business. The product this company will produce is quickly recognized by certain extremist religious figures as a tool they can use to advance their worldwide pursuit of their Middle Eastern religion. They complete a strategy to utilize this technology for the advancements of their religion, but their misdeeds in acquiring the devices backfires. Through twist and turn of the plot, our heroes become enveloped in the dark intrigue and disaster of political and religious tyranny and monocratic power, from which they may be finally saved, only to find their prospering company is about to become the target of a hostile takeover with potentially equal despotic consequences. The opening chapter begins with a famous news broadcaster telling the story about the book. The news broadcast. Times Square multi-story animated digital computer-controlled advertising signs helped create an incredibly exciting ambience, contributing to its popularity both to tourists, locals, and the Manhattan business community. Times Square is the home to many of the country's TV studios, as well as the heart of New York's theater district. This is the home of many famous and celebrated news people and news broadcasters such as Dick London. Dick London is a tall, handsome, dignified, and serious gray-haired person dressed in conservative 70s vintage clothing, supporting an attractive hand-painted bow tie. Dick is seated under a maze of intense studio lighting and in front of several TV cameras as he receives his cue to go live with his special news report. Control rooms exist on either side of him, with advanced solid-state digital audio and video equipment humming and numerous small lights flashing. This particular television studio consists of 5 rooms, which are kept separate for noise and practicality purposes. These rooms are connected by way of intercom, and personnel are distributed among these workplaces, remotely controlling cameras and sound systems. It looks quite a bit like a modern large-scale computer facility because it employs myriads of computers providing audio and video mixing, character generation, digital video effects, and digital storage. A computer-generated voice, which provides 20-millisecond accuracy throughout the TV worldwide network, begins the automated proprietary countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on. Dick begins. Good evening, America. Tonight, we will take you on a journey, a far-reaching expose of some new and provocative science and technology, in particular, the extraordinary invention of a brain-implantable computerized mind enhancement device, a device which actually enhances and clarifies the thinking process of the implanted person. This device was invented by the acclaimed medical technology scientist, researcher, and clinician Dr. Ben of California, and his grandfather, a highly respected technology scientist. You should know, I, your news commentator, had the privilege to share in some of their exciting and death-defying adventures with them. I am lucky to be here. Dick continues. In the first 10 years of this 21st century, digital dependence grew, and it began to change and reshape the world in many areas. So much so, we began to speculate and wonder, where will these new and improved scientific innovations take us? Up or down? Good or bad? In the 90s, technology gave us the email, cell phones, and large flat televisions. These devices became very much a part of our lives, as well as everyday commerce. And by the turn of the 21st century, we began to see new innovations like electronic speaking roadmaps, digital hearing technology, smartphones, the iPod, and fancy laptop computers. This expanding and far-reaching technology produced many advantages, but also provoked fears of children becoming addicted to these new and compelling and sedentary and fun-inducing digital entertainment devices. Then came the Wi-Fi wireless control game, which ushered in a new way video games worked. It required the game player to be physically active, and it slowly attracted scores of users. As a consequence, the combination of newer and newer technology innovations, like Facebook and YouTube, video games were no longer just for kids. Adults were now full-time participants. This has developed a questionable impact on the American culture. It has connected and changed our social and business acumen, including men and women, using the technology to find a companionship. It sounds unbelievable, but it is true. We can now listen to music, send and receive emails, play games, view movies, and get all the news, sports, and information at practically little or no cost, all on the same device at the same time. Most of these services or programs can be found on the iPhone or iPad, because now you can go online wirelessly. Yes, the iPhone has some attributes like the common radio or television, but it is an interactive, better-go-anywhere medium. Unfortunately, we live in an imperfect world. It seems that every technology can be used for good or evil. How many people have died because of the automobile, airplanes, atomic energy, etc., when these technologies are inappropriately used or abused, or accidents occur? Educators, psychologists, scientists, even theologians have begun to wave the red flag. They have charged, and maybe rightly so, that digital entertainment systems are degrading literacy and social behavior of our citizens. Sadly, these very realistic digital entertainment systems, or toys, as some have called them, may have greatly distracted a large majority of school children away from their studies, and could be one of the main reasons for declining grades of public school students. Although some experts claim these devices can help improve education and enhance cultural evolution. Smiling, Dick says, "Not to worry. The implanted brain enhancement device in the brain, which we will discuss, will fix things." Nonetheless, on the positive side, we have seen great technological advancement in the field of computers in medicine. Around 2004, scientists began to map the human genome, which would provide for more accurate medical solutions, enabling faster and more successful healthcare results. All kinds of computerized body and brain mapping devices have evolved to great levels of sophistication. Human implantable computerized devices for pacemakers, hearing devices, prosthetics, interfaces, and so forth. are now readily available and are in major use today. These devices have enabled humans to regain lost hearing, gain reliable control of their hearts, and control their prosthetic devices by merely thinking to perform the desired physical function. Great medical technologists like Dr. Ben, the key person in tonight's story, and his implantable mind enhancement device may be the greatest medical advancement in human history in this, the second decade of the 21st century. Was this a medical intervention guided by divine providence? Many have already extolled the virtues of this gift. The mind enhancement device on an implantable silicone computer chip to enhance learning and clarity of thinking. So be it. Now let's take a look at the trials and tribulations Dr. Ben and his colleagues encountered and where this technology may be headed. Let's roll the cameras.